Right, an hour, 2 hours and 18 minutes after I was meant to start, finally get on. Air Conflicts Vietnam came out in 2013, and it's a game I played 2 years ago, I think it was, and I only briefly played it for a small amount of time. I wasn't really used to the controls or anything, and I didn't enjoy it at all, to be honest. So I thought I'd give it another try now anyway, and see how it goes. But I'm not sure how long the campaign is or anything. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do this for, but I'll give it a go. I mean, it's got my save campaign from 2 years ago, but I don't fancy going straight back onto like mission 7 or whatever it is I got up to. I seem to remember it was some sort of bombing an oil field or something. But the whole conflict era is really interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try. Hopefully it goes well. So I've got all of these escalation of conflict. So I think that's what I'm up to. So 4 chapters by the looks of it. I'll start from the beginning, go Operation Sunrise. In general, flight games and air combat games like War Thunder, I was never very good at. Even in like daft games like GTA, I'm not very good in the air usually when it comes to aerial combat and things like that. So I think it's on easy difficulty. So hopefully I can just enjoy it without getting too pissed off. But I know it is meant to be a difficult game, and I think it got voted the worst game, worst air conflicts game. I think the Pacific did much better, and I think the 2006 game did better as well, but I'm not sure which one that was. I don't know if that was the Pacific one, but we'll see. We'll get straight into it.
Recent operations saw thousands of South Vietnamese families moved into militia-controlled fortified villages as part of the Strategic Hamlet Resettlement Program. However, Viet Cong have infiltrated several of these South Vietnamese hamlets, killed their leaders, and seized control. We need to support the South Vietnamese Air Force in wiping out these VC-controlled hamlets. For the first part of this operation, we'll soften up their defenses with airstrikes, ready for an assault with light tanks and infantry.
So, I mean, I like the storyline. I like how it sort of does follow history quite well. I think in 1962 the Americans had mainly advisors in. I think it was something like 20,000 advisors in, looking after the South Vietnamese army, who were really struggling at the time, I think. And I think this was 1962. That was the year JFK started putting more money into it, and I think they were putting billions in. There's a good documentary on Netflix about it actually, called The Vietnam War, and it goes all the way from when the French are in, from Dien Phu and all that stuff, all the way up until 1975 and the sort of the end in the future when they start having conflicts with China, the NVA and Viet Cong and stuff. But looks like we can choose between the F-105 Thunder Chief and Super Sabre. Let's look at the Thunder Chief. Specifications: extremely fast. The supersonic fighter bomber, capable of Mach 2 speeds and still capable of delivering twice the payloads compared with the F-100s. So that's this is the better option, and there's no point in going for the other one. If you can get a bigger payload, and we're going on what I believe is a bombing mission, it's better to use this, I think. Squadron, let's have a look. Well, it doesn't do anything. Oh, pilots, there we are. Right, okay. We'll go for the Thunder Chief then over the Super Sabre then. Whoever gives you the most payload for a bombing mission seems like the appropriate thing. I don't think we get into aerial combat here anyway. Right.
I'm having some problems with rudder response. Need to perform a maneuverability check.
Roger that. Positioning to check you from behind. I'm on your 6. Initiate maneuverability check.
Quick. That's really quick. Right. Forward moving. I suppose it just means moving a little bit. Modern music on, that's horrible. Sound volume 6.
Rudder functionality, good.
So I haven't got inverted access on because I don't like them. I know games like War Thunder have them on as well, but I'm so used to just playing normally. I know all the old PS2 games used to be like that once we descend further.
Aileron functionality, good.
R2 right maneuver.
Maneuverability, perfect. Check your flare launcher functionality.
Circle flare.
Good flare in the air. Now test engine overburn. Engine functionality good. Now test your brakes.
Right step, right.
Perfect. Your maneuverability seems to be fully functional. Check your systems now. Good. Check your weapon systems now. Shoot your cannon. Bombing now.
Oh, shit's hold circle. Cross, sorry. Jesus Christ.
That's a miss. Bombing now.
Ah, right, okay, so the Sidewinder must be the rockets,
That's a miss.
and the Mark 81s are obviously the bombs. So if we go down, launch a rocket.
All systems fully operational. Let's continue the mission.
It's sensitive at the minute. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Again, I'm not used to flying games, so I'm going to have to try my best.
We need to eliminate the Viet Cong's infiltrated hamlets, bomb the occupied villages to destroy the Viet Cong's base, and help to reduce the enemy presence in the area.
So I'm bombing the hamlet. Mark 81s. So I'm not sure if it's probably our cannon firing. Should health indicator. We'll fly over this and I'll bomb him. Cannon, so it's old. So I'll circle back around and hopefully I've got the right controls now. Oh well.
Bombing now. Bomb hit positive.
So if you hold X it actually drops one as well, which is kind of stupid. Cannon strike. You have to burn it to hit back up again.
NVA MiGs are approaching. Protect our bombers before the MiGs reach them.
I was actually really hoping this wouldn't happen. I don't remember this. I feel like I'm not ready enough for combat yet. Yep.
That game.
Hold to occupy screen to change. Oh, okay. So I want to change to a fighter aircraft. So we got. Go for this guy. Very, seems quick.
Down.
Let's go around. So looked. Yeah, we've got him. So I think we now go back to the objective. I'm not sure.
Good job. Now destroy the remaining hamlets.
So what I can do again is I'm missing an action. Oh shit! Go back in front of the chief. It's a really fucking awkward camera. Got the bomb. So this time I'm going to hold X because that drops a bomb as well.
Dropping bomb.
Well off.
Good strike. Bombing now.
Again well off.
That's a good strike.
Well, he says it was a good strike. I must have took some NVA with me. Or VC, I'm not sure if it's VC or NVA. And for a strike. Have to burn it. I wonder if I can change the river bomber. This guy's got rockets. See, changing there, you see I dropped the bomb by accident. So the controls are really fidgety, I think is the word. So, let's try and get an accurate bomb hit if we can. Slow.
Bombing now. Bomb hit positive. Dropping bomb.
That's a good one, that's a good one. That's a very good one. That's it. It only took me 3 or 4 goes. So the rest of the burners on there just in case. Get flagged. The airstrike on the VC controlled hamlets was successful despite enemy interference. Pilots crashed to shut down 1. The following pilots are missing in action. ENS. I'm not sure what that stands for. ENS? Engineering or something? I'm not sure. Quillen Williams. So too bad. Not a bad start. Just getting used to the game.
Dear Joe, too bad there was no time for you to come home and say goodbye. I was so excited to hear that you've been transferred to Vietnam to support our fight for democracy, and I wanted to shake your hand. I've told all my friends that my brother's going to fight in Vietnam. Some of them said that we shouldn't be dictating how other nations are run, but I know they're wrong, and that we're doing the right thing. Mother is worried about you, and she sends kisses. But she is sure our father would be proud of you should he be with us still. God bless his soul. Lisa was here yesterday bringing me your old textbooks. Zoe was helping, and she was very proud too, telling everyone she was helping Uncle Me learn. After finishing college, I want to be just like you, but on the ground. It's the Marines for me. You take care and kick some commie asses. Your brother.
That attitude will soon change. So up, sunrise support. This one.
Airstrikes on the VC-controlled hamlets were successful. Their defensive fortifications have been severely damaged, and now the ground attack must commence. South Vietnamese light tanks and infantry are already on their way to the hamlets. We will provide air support to ensure their success. But be careful. AA defenses are still active in the area, so we'll need to prioritize these when spotted.
So what have we got there? Cobra and the Huey. I love the Huey. I've been lucky enough to see one in real life at an air show once as well. And favourite helicopter of all time. But I know it's only a support mission. I think this might be better anyway, just in case we do come up against some shit. Well, you can often switch in mission anyway, so it's not too bad. Undoubtedly the most famous and classic icon of the Vietnam War. It was used primarily as a support cargo transport, a search and rescue helicopter. Outfitted with rockets, grenade launchers, machine guns covering them to fire. Ships. 3. Yeah, fucking hell, that's a lot. Yeah, I'll go for this. The game screens remind me of the Conflict games. So I think there was Conflict Vietnam, which was a PlayStation 2 game, which I'll have to find. I've got a PlayStation 2 actually, which I bought back recently. I'll have to find actually.
This is Cobra 2. I think we've been hit. I'm initializing test control sequence.
Roger that, Cobra 2. We don't see any visible damage to your bird. Perform the full control test to confirm.
It's weird. So the downwards button is the speed. Right stick to right straight. Let's take the helicopter forward. Set it backwards. So the right stick controls the height and manoeuvrability is on the left stick. Right, okay. Left manoeuvre. It's a weird fucking manoeuvre line. Let's do it again. Total secondary weapons. So I've got 1, 2, 3 different views, which I don't like because it's a bit of a pain in the arse, especially when you want to switch to different things. Up and down button to switch. Right, got it. It's fairly simple apart from there's 1 or 2 buttons that are stupid stuff. The Cobra there.
Thanks, Bishop.
The main
All
rocket
seems
is
to
a
be
circle
working well.
button, but normally all the
Proceed with the
firing
mission
buttons are
objectives.
L1 or R1 in this game. So it doesn't make sense to have a random circle button to fire as well. It just seems a bit
South
stupid.
Vietnamese tanks failed to break the Hamlet fortifications in the valley. We don't have any ground forces in the area, but to break the Hamlet's defenses, our Cobra squad will crush them from the air.
Right, here we go. Do a descend low, which is completed. Alright. Looks like it's more of a search and destroy mission. Oh, no,
Enemy
not.
fortifications were eliminated. There is still considerable resistance in the hamlet, and to minimize losses, we will provide air support for Vietnamese ground forces.
Hydrogen missile. So if we switch to this camera here, right button I want, and now I'm going to get fucked over for actually. So what I was trying to do there is get into a good position to fire the rocket, which is what I'm aiming to do anyway. So it's L1 rockets, and position the helicopter right. Take it out first. Going for a lawsuit, shot him by an RPG. Good hits. Got loads of cannon, so what I'll do a sweep of cannon as well. Don't want to go too low because then RPGs seem to be pretty accurate, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like a lock-on system. I feel like it's more of a lock-on. I don't feel like I'm specifically aiming at these targets. Kind of strange. It's getting really like fiddly controls. Take this fucker out of here. See why it... Yeah, it's locking on. I wonder if I can't turn that off. No, I can't. Two RPGs on the hillside of it. So I've got one more machine gun left to take out. I'll take this guy, the RPG out as well. But the manoeuvrability is horrible. Just got shot by an RPG there. There we go, we're going. One shall do him. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Objective. To give me the objective screen, it takes a while by the looks of it. There you go. I have to change
We
my
can capture
now
the
anyway.
second hamlet quickly by dropping our troops near the hamlet at LZ Bravo. However, LZ is heavily protected by AAs. Cobras have to destroy the AAs to allow Hueys to deploy our boys at LZ Bravo.
Okay. Let's do this. So from what I can tell, the middle sight, the very middle, that's the cannon, and the circle that that's locking on now. Oh, okay. So maybe not. I'm wrong. The circle's the cannon, and the little axis is the rocket, which I've just fired there. Good accurate hit as well. Viewing. I've just realised there's in the air there. Check him out. Oh, there we are. Let's try to descend with L2. They must be friendly tanks, I assume. I hope so, anyway. Really? Oh. What is going on here? Fucking hell. I was hoping that would be a bit easier than it seems to be. There we are. I just had to wait. Shit, I could have done it the first time, I just had to wait a few seconds.
Great. Our troops were deployed safely at the LZ. We have to provide cover fire until they establish a defensive perimeter.
Nice. There we go. I should have line up for you like this, man, but I'll take it. If it moves, it's VC. If it stays, it's VC. I actually seem to remember this mission quite vividly, actually. There's a few on the hillside. Nice. I'm sure it should be the Cobra taking care then, like, so I know this gun seems to be doing the job, but I believe that's my job. There we are, objective completed. Drop troops at the LZ and defend.
Surveillance reports NVA HQ located near our position. Destroy it to minimize the NVA presence in the area.
A few APCs down there, a few tanks as well. So the machine gun locks on, but the rockets don't, basically. And horrible evasive maneuvers. I've run out of... See, before I had that circling cannon thing that I could use, but I can't use it anymore. I have to be really accurate with my fire. What I might try and do is try and do some long distance shooting. I'll get in position here, hopefully. Yeah, I've got one. It's about not being too aggressive with this, because I'm just gonna fucking shoot you out of the sky if you're too much. So it looks like there's one more down there. I might just go for a big swing. I've got 54 Hydra missiles, and I don't think there's much more left in this mission. Or op. behind this shit. Well, that's the area dealt with. I can probably just use the cannons for the rest of this. Turning circle is horrible, right? I'm going for some rocket spikes. Sure, you can't look around when you're flying in the cockpit here. It'd be good to sort of look either left or right, but the buttons are all sort of taken up pretty much anyway. And some altitude. I'll be due on that hillside down here. Watch out for that, especially when I'm turning.
Bomb base running low.
22 missiles left. Still got the full cannon, 7,878 rounds in that. Problem is, if I just stand there shooting them a bit of an easy target. Not sure why the rockets don't lock on, but the cannon does. Doesn't make sense. I'll get low first. I can probably just take them all out here. Its turning's absolutely horrendous. Why is that not locking on? It just doesn't make sense. The controls in this game absolutely baffle me. Going for another strafe either way. 16 missiles. Should be able to take the shit out with it. Fuck, that's over with. Horrendous. I think that should be the mission. I hope it is, because I've only got 6 missiles left, so there's not much more damage I can do. Yeah, mission complete. I'll take that. VC controlled hamlets were successfully eliminated. Hold on. I'll have a cookie for that, I think.
I wonder how much good it does, rounding up these scattered communities, uprooting families and farmers, and moving them into these supposedly secure hamlets. None of them thanked us for it. None of them wanted it.
Nope.
It's this kind of erosion of society that makes individuals stand and fight, to protect and cling on to what they hold dear. But with the threat of communism looming over us, we must make hard choices and follow them through, whatever the consequences, for the greater good. People will see this, must see this, in the future.
After successful experimentation with chemical defoliants, the president has
Agent
authorized
Orange.
full-scale
No, Agent
use
Purple.
of Agent Purple to clear the jungle and make the countryside safer for our troops. Jungle and forested areas are excellent hideouts for Viet Cong soldiers. If we wipe out the forest, then our ground forces will get the advantage and the VC will be no match for us in direct combat. Your C-123 will be accompanied by a fighter escort in case of trouble. Remember our motto, only you can prevent forests.
Interesting model. Transport aircraft. It's controversially famous for the defoliation. Orange. Interesting. But I'll have to go for the Thunder Chief. Big fan of that. But yeah, Tesco cookies, recommend them. Do recommend them. They're not too bad at all. Good when you're playing a game as dry as this. Dorgono mode is available for Huey and Chinook helicopters. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? I don't know if that was my phone or the game or something, I'm not sure.
Our recon reports several AA units in the area we need to defoliate. To allow our C-123s to make defoliation runs, we need to destroy identified AAs.
Like missions like this, which have primary and secondary objectives. Altitude. Claim, I meant gain altitude. Definitely have speech problems. Stupid idea. So what I was saying before, you can get like fucking greedy on this game. You just want to try and do objectives quickly. It's probably best not to. We'll use some Mark 81s, I think. In fact, you won't rest them on this one. Just gonna with it. That worked very. I don't want to waste the Mark 81 in case I have to do it for running again.
Good job. Enemy AA positions were eliminated. Our C-123 is approaching its defoliation run.
I imagine we're going to get attacked, but I can't quite remember, so that's just a guess. Heavy resistance expected. Use your squadron to discover and eliminate. Okay, alright. The defoliation area is here, and I need to discover air targets before I go in. I believe I would have gone down there. See if there's any more here, but if not, we'll just destroy the targets and then we'll this guy going to get shut down. Nice staying high, that's good. what we'll do is bomb the targets and that's what I was planning, to be fair. Get some height because you can bomb from height. This camera break a bit.
Dropping bomb. That's a good strike.
Good strike. I don't know if it was good enough though.
Enemy fire.
I mean, the cannon is much easier to shoot with just because it's accurate and things, but it's obviously a lot more dangerous.
Bombing down. All hit positive.
Again, it's not a bad hit, but it's not great. You've got
Dropping bomb.
lost it twice. Even though the AA to the right there is not in the zone, it's probably best to shift it.
Bombing down. All hit positive.
I think this guy has bombs. Yeah. Died.
Bombed away.
Oh, that's a bomb as well. See, I thought that was a rocket. Which wasted one there.
Missed the target.
Yeah, okay, so now I can do the Agent Purple stuff or Agent Orange. I'm not actually sure what the difference is. But do a bit of a dive and crack on with it. But the idea that you can change aircraft, mind, I really do. It's helpful. I believe that's low enough now. Currently deploying Agent Orange, I just need to stick in this area. But sort of the aircraft wants to go up by itself. Nearly done, nearly done. Objective complete, brilliant. Now I reckon we're going to get attacked, or we have to do another area now, or a rescue of some sort. Yeah.
NVA MiGs are inbound. Protect escaping C-123.
Savers in the air. Using afterburners out. Shouldn't use them as much really. Go for the guy at the back first.
Got him.
Come on, look it. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm good.
complete. Easier than I thought once again, not too bad. Agent Purple provides efficiency in battles. Many different defoliants and herbicides are expected to become available for the use in the battlefield in the near future. The concept is working well and soon the VC will have no place to hide. So I thought, that was the whole process, but it turns out it didn't really work. If anything, it just completely...
Resettling communities is one thing, but now here we are dropping foul chemicals all over the jungle. Fighting trees instead of communists?
Yeah.
Using chemicals to destroy the land seems like something you would denounce your opponent for. It's just not right. Still, I see the reasoning behind it. We deny our enemy their crops and their hiding places in the dense foliage. We make the jungle safer for our troops. I just hope that we don't turn this beautiful country into a wasteland before we're done.
Right. And the cookie, the bottom for App back. Then we've got Op barrel roll. Can't remember that, and I can't remember this, to be honest, but I imagine it's going to be an interesting one.
Our intelligence has identified a Viet Cong transmitter in the hamlet of Ap Tan Toi, supported by a force of around 120 men. AVRN 7th Infantry Division, accompanied by 13 M113 APCs, are on site and ready to make a surprise strike.
Never really stood a chance of that. Horrendous leaders.
2 rifle companies will be dropped into the battle
usually anyway
by the boys from 93rd Transportation Company. They won't stand a chance against our combined forces.
Chinook. Oh, the little bird. Yeah. 23 world records made of it. Speed, endurance and time of climb. I've got a massive choice of what I can use here. I'm overwhelmed. I mean, I've used the Cobra already. I'm not sure what specifically it is we're doing. I don't know if we're dropping people off or getting into combat, I'm not sure. Using the Chinook. Haven't used it yet. We'll see. And as I said before, I could probably, when it's in game, I can probably switch to different ones anyway. Right. Here we go.
Our reconnaissance reports LZ Bravo to be calm and secure. Drop our Marines at the LZ and wait until the Marines secure the perimeter.
Marine season.
Provide fire support if necessary.
Oh, that's nasty there. Hurts the eyes as well. Tell you what. It's ludicrous to probably person that. Better clear up the objectives then. Everywhere. It's fucking away. It's a good hit. It's a good hit. Chinook's really hovering quite low there. It's such an easy target. There's an attitude. wrong button once again. So we've cleared the flight path there, so we can now, in fact, yeah, I thought there's somewhere, I knew there'd be something else. Doesn't make sense to bring the Chinook through yet when we've seen so much of them. We'll turn and we'll go for another fucking strafe, I think. This bastard out. Gotta clear this valley as well. Save us fucking time. Did I kill the RPG filler? No. I think I did. No, I didn't. Take me up. Even though I still think the controls are really fucking clunky, I am getting used to it. It's not as bad as I initially thought. So I haven't come across a particularly difficult mission yet. Right, we'll bring the Chinook forward. It seems to be hovering really low. Although I think in Vietnam it was actually better to hover low. I think the higher, the more easy you were as a target. This looks really good in first person, actually. I don't think the RPG's there, I think he has gone. That's securing the objective for us. Can we pissy that one a bit off? There we are.
It's an ambush. The enemy fire is too strong. We can't land. Provide fire support until our units take off.
Tell you what, the cutscenes are much better than the gameplay. I know that's like that for a lot of games, but especially this one. That area needs to go. Although I don't have to make this one. There's a lot of things to see. Although admittedly I do like these missions, to be honest, I really do. That is so protecting. Much damage to that, mate. Fucking VC. And the rice paddies. What it doesn't make sense to do is the Cobra there just sort of sitting. Surely when they were making the game before, we could do something like that. Maybe not.
We have to identify and secure an alternative landing zone for Marines near LZ Bravo. Find a good spot for a drop zone in the area.
So this is the recon aircraft. Which is extremely fast. It's got a cannon as well. Ooh, I thought we got rid of that. Once we go lower. Quite sure what the objective is here. Alternative LZ. There we go. Well, I don't think anywhere is safe here, mate. I've never seen so much air, which I thought we took out already.
Safe LZ has been identified in the area. Defend our CH-47s against any resistance.
Right. Oh Christ, I hate missions like this. Defend the Chinook. There's like a lot of pressure. Trying to. Okay, yeah, aiming for me more than the other Chinook. Just helpful. Oh, this is just anarchy. Complete anarchy. It's not moving. Helicopter's not moving. I'm doing a lot of shit here. I feel like I'm going to go down.
Our paratroopers are ready to go. Drop them over secured LZ to get them safely on the ground.
I mean, in terms of objectives and stuff, this has been the best mission. Just because it's more, feels like there's more to it. You're not just taking out targets for the sake of it, you know. I'm just going to the. Got to be a certain height, I think, or it was above 32,000 feet, I think. Oh, 3,200 feet, sorry. There we go. All four of them, not five. Wasn't a bad mission, to be honest. In the morning we only found MTVC positions in the hamlet of Aptan Toy. Our losses were huge. Despite our best efforts, we cannot really consider this a victory. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're getting the stages now where they're going to start pushing in US forces.
My love, I miss you terribly. I still think of the nights you spent at home before you were reassigned. Zoe celebrated her birthday in style yesterday. We celebrated together with Neil and your mom. It was very nice, but we missed you a lot. Neil starts preparations for his final year in college soon, and I'm sure he'll do real well with all the work he's doing. Your mom's not really talking much and seems pretty worried. I'm not sure if that's about you, or rather about Neil's intention to follow in your footsteps. She certainly doesn't want to lose both of her sons to the war. I hope this war ends quickly and you're back with us soon. Stay safe, my love. With deepest love, Lisa and Zoe.
Interesting. Try not to worry. Up barrel roll. I'm not talking. Let's do it. Has it frozen me? No. Oh,
Despite
1964.
Laos's declared neutrality, there are around 6,000 Viet Cong troops positioned in eastern Laos. The United States is covertly supporting the western part of the country in their fight against communism. But with North Vietnam expanding their logistic corridor, the Ho Chi Minh Trail,
Yeah.
we are left with few options.
Didn't matter how many times they bombed the Ho Chi Minh Trail, there was just nothing. It didn't make a difference. They'd rebuild it within a night.
Given Laos's neutrality, this operation is in direct violation of the Geneva Convention. Therefore, it is classified and top secret. Revealing this operation would do major damage to the international reputation of the U.S. Thanks to your previous performance and reports from senior officers, you have been selected to be part of Operation Barrel Roll. Your primary goal is to eliminate ground targets in the area and disrupt enemy supply routes.
Alright. Seems easy enough. That looks very nice. Supersonic engines. The Widowmaker. So got the Thunder Chief. Why isn't it just going over the Starfighter and the Crosshair? So what's this? It's a carry careful supersonic light attack aircraft designed to replace the A4 Skyhawk. I don't think we've used the Skyhawk yet, but that's next. Okay. I think this is always the best option because it's the quickest and can carry the best payload, and once again I think that's going to come with us anyway, so I'd rather just start out in the Thunder Chief. And the bombing skills are improving as well. Right.
A supply convoy has been reported on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The convoy must be destroyed. Watch out for double A's protecting the convoy.
I can't work out why the cutscenes, certain cutscenes look amazing, some look horrendous. You're bombing a moving convoy by the looks of it. I don't know if it's going to be easy to... What we'll do with cannon the first, not cannon the first, we'll rocket the first few vehicles.
Dropping bomb. Bomb hit spotted.
Few times out. Some air there. I'm not going for another swing. It doesn't look like I think I'm too high for it to hit me anyway. Brakes on a bit. A bit harder to hit with the cannons in. I'll go for a bombing run. The AGM-62s as well, 2 of them, and I believe they do more damage. Let's see.
Dropping bomb. That's a good strike. Enemy fire. That's a good strike.
So yeah, I went for sort of a more inaccurate one. Why is he taking so much damage? Jesus Christ. What a tit. I think the easiest thing to do here is just fucking dives. A bit pissed off that AI's been somewhat doing that already without me controlling them. Completely fucked up now as well. And this guy has all of his bombs left, so I feel like it's a bit of a waste. The Thunder Chief. Well, I think more Thunder Chiefs actually. Yeah. So maybe I did pick them on.
MiGs are intercepting our bombing squad.
Here, I think.
The bombers must be protected.
Nice little up. Oh, these are the sabres. Just realised I think I've been going for the wrong aircraft. Objective failed. Mission failed. We'll do it again. Do it again, I suppose. Yep. Now I'm not sure if I was meant to be going after the ones that were further ahead. Maybe I was doing the right thing.
A supply convoy has been reported on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The convoy must be destroyed. Watch out
This
for...
will work better anyway this time, because I'm hoping the other aircraft will just stay out the fucking way. Again, I don't think they are, which is really frustrating. Hold on, we'll go for a dive. So look, yeah, they're taking far too much damage. What is with the camera angles? I've got to fix that, because if you're doing a dive, especially when you're still high up, I mean, you can turn upside down, it really fucks you up. Big shot one as well. So we're losing speed, we've got the altitude, and the G's. Must be going crazy.
Big
What, the convoys is increasing. Oh my coming. Oh fucking shit. I mean this is just stupid. I mean, why they're attacking I don't know. I don't know why they've got 3. Can't really fire anymore with my cannon because I'll have that battle I need to do at the end with the sabres and stuff.
Bombing now. Bomb exploded. Dropping bomb. That's a good strike.
Great hits. Great hits.
The big fighter bomb.
In trouble though now. I've got Thunder Chief without any ammo, and another Thunder Chief which is pretty fucked up.
MiGs are intercepting our bombing squad. The bombers must be protected.
One is it's kind of difficult with it. I think that's the wrong thing again. I've gone off the wrong ones. Using the afterburners to get there. Yeah, I've gone off the wrong ones again. I think I'm in trouble. I think I've lost them. Literally having to use every afterburner I've got to get there. Should be able to lock on now, really.
Bombs are low. One left enemy.
The NBA general is mobile. Don't let him escape into the jungle.
Yeah, we'll try and hit him. We'll try and hit him. Some more MiGs up. Fucking me. Checkpoint. It's a checkpoint though. Oh, that's deserving of a full mission restart. Let you guys deal with that. I'm gonna take this fucker up. After doing this, should be okay. Should be able to. For some reason it's not letting me. I don't know if that's. Does that mean it has to be bombed? Which again, if he does, that's stupid. But I'll do it.
Bombing now.
I've got it. Complete. We destroyed the convoy of the Ho Chi Minh Trail and disputed the lines, hurting the VHC forces in South Vietnam. Nice job. Remember, this was a top secret mission. Don't celebrate it too much. That was more difficult, that. I must admit, that was more difficult. And I think it was made more difficult because of the AI getting themselves into the battle instead of just letting me play as them.
I know I haven't been in touch for a
So
long,
up the time we got to the sort of
but I
stage
suffered
where
with the fear
the
of your
bombers,
absence.
you have to protect the bombers.
I
The planes are already
listen
fucked and
to all
easy to
the
take
news
down.
from Vietnam, and it fills me with worry. There's a lot of news about the conflict on the radio every day, and much of it is very scary. I live in fear of the doorbell, as I worry an officer with bad news might be calling. I know these times are hard on everyone, but I'm so scared of losing you. Neil is very proud of you and wants to join the Marines. I cannot forbid him to sign up, but maybe you can convince him not to. Please,
It's the next mission.
do your
Convince
best
Neil
to
to
convince
sign up.
him not to go to Vietnam. I cannot lose both of you in war. Please, forgive your mother for worrying. It is a mother's role to worry. And this war has me convinced that I will lose both you and Neil. Please, be careful. Your beloved mother.
She's a panicker. Right, Gulf Patrol. Let's do it.
The USS Maddox reports that she has been attacked by North Vietnamese torpedo
Yeah, this is the big
boats.
turning point in the
You are
war.
immediately dispatched to defend her at all costs. Destroy the attacking boats and
At least
protect
the
Maddox.
Americans and
Dismiss.
the sort of American era of the Vietnam War. The Crusader. Did I haven't used that yet? Or was I just using that? I'm not sure. Been in service since 1957, that's interesting. Difficult to fly and configure and carry along. Well, I can't place anything else. So, looks like this is it. Right.
USS Maddox is reporting incoming hostile Vietnamese P-4. Take off and assess the situation. Defend the Maddox from attacking forces.
Actually get to go from the aircraft carrier. There we go. Timed objectives then. Because I'm leading the way. A bit of loose objective box here.
USS Maddox reports enemy fire. Sink hostile enemy ships.
Alright, here we go.
Bombing now. That's a good strike. Bomb exploded.
Now, by the looks of it, I can't shoot them, so I'm going to have to bomb them. Go from checkpoint. They're only tiny boats, it's the problem.
Bombing now. Bomb hit
There's one
spotted.
down.
Bombing now. That's a good strike. Dropping bomb. Bomb hit spotted. Dropping bomb. Bomb
Yeah,
hit
got them.
spotted.
Did that a bit better than the first one. I thought I could just cannon them, but then again I've only got 500 rounds, so it's probably not worth it. And I've got side window, which I think is the rocket stuff. The attacking top here, so imagine the then be attacking our navy. It's time we got serious. Good job. Well, that was easy, far too easy. But I think that's the kick-off point. I think I'll. Yeah, here we go.
The incident in the Gulf of Tonkin took place on August 2nd, 1964. Intelligence reported a similar attack 2 days later, which was eventually revealed to be false.
Yeah, excellent.
However, President Lyndon B. Johnson, perhaps still trying to make his mark on an electorate grieving for JFK, addressed the nation on August 4th. He reported the attacks and requested the authority to undertake a military response. On August 7th, Congress passed the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, which granted President Johnson the authority to conduct military operations in Southeast Asia. Johnson's false testimony in Congress escalated the situation and resulted in a military conflict which cost the lives of 50,000 U.S. military personnel, over 2 million Vietnamese, and immense material damage to Southeast Asia.
Escalation of the conflict. Operation Pierce Arrow.
This mission is a retaliatory strike for the attack on USS Maddox.
Which didn't happen.
3 other squadrons are attacking other North Vietnamese targets. Our goals are the oil storage facilities in the provincial city of Vinh. Due to the nature of the target, we can expect heavy resistance, both from the ground and in the air. But we intend to deploy our ordnance and show the Vietnamese our strength. Give them hell.
No, there's a great book which sort of describes the whole war itself, but specifically there's a really interesting part in the USS Maddox and Max Hastings' Vietnam book, if anyone's interested. Good read. So we've got Skyhawk, an attack aircraft which played a key role in the Vietnam War and was designed with minimal weight, size, complexity in mind. Light bomber over North Vietnam. 362 were lost. It's quite a high number. Speed's key for me. There's certain situations when you're timed, you need to have fucking speed in this game.
Enemy oil storage facilities in the provincial city of Vinh are the primary bombing targets. We expect heavy AA fire as well as MiG interceptors.
Alright. So we are going. Not too far away. Whoop. Christ alright, let's tell you what. Restart that. Let's restart that because that went horrendously. There's no point in going with 50 damage already because you'll just get fucked over. I imagine this will be quite difficult as well. I think it's got fucking two or three different objectives.
Enemy oil storage facilities in the provincial city of Vinh are the primary bombing targets. We expect heavy AA fire as well as MiG interceptors.
Yep. No, it's better, it's better. Guns of altitude, because I think there'll be a few guns. Take them out first, and I'll take the main objectives. I'm going to do it. And as you know where it is, slow the aircraft down. Go into bombing position.
Dropping bomb. That's a good strike.
Enemy MiG-17s are approaching. Destroy them before they intercept our bombing squadrons.
I wonder if I'm going to place the Skyhawks here. Still do.
Dropping
No,
bomb.
that was same ones. Frame log there.
Too late. The big fighter bomb.
Fucked over here. Fuck, I can connect my rockets in time. That'll cost me. There we go. Missile lock, there we are.
Enemy fire.
Going up the tail. Go on, lock in, lock in, lock in.
Bomb base running low.
The ones that come directly on you are the most difficult to fight because they seem to have more accuracy than you. There. And left another good hit there.
Enemy fire.
The damage here, I'm going down.
Diversion.
What I might do, checkpoint that, and I'll restart to rocket, I need something from the rockets. There's no point in playing as the leader because if he goes down then I have to restart the whole fucking mission each time. Not locking up.
Too late.
It's so fucking maneuver. Leave me or above me somewhere. Squad leader is lost. Check again. I'll play as him this time instead of playing as the other characters, so we can keep them alive. The missile's locked, it's not looking properly. Fucking shit. when you wait for the missile lock, it has to zone in, and if it doesn't zone in, it won't give you an accurate fire. And if you're wasting missiles in this game, you get punished for it. So I can't afford to fire a rocket unless it's fully zoned in. But you can fire your cannon obviously, but again the cannon is not accurate unless that zones in as well. So that was starting to hold in, but didn't. Here we go. He's over this fucker. Again, it was not quick enough for me, so far too quick for this French one. French fucking thing. Game over again, I think. Did have one of my tails just been shot down, but I don't think I'm missing out in 1%. Just takes one. If you're into this kind of game, I would strongly recommend War Thunder if you haven't tried it. Yeah, I've played War Thunder, and I don't mind it, to be honest. But I'm not an air combat person. I prefer ground games or tanks and stuff. And I know War Thunder does tanks, and I played the tank version of War Thunder for ages. I really got into it. The Russian tanks, T-34s and all that type of shit. But yeah, I just thought I'd play this because I like the Vietnam War. I like the 60s and stuff. Although this is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. One hell. Fucking bastard. This Meg. Burn it up, trash it.
Enemy fire! Messed up.
Got him. Come on, let's try and do this. There's many left over. Two left. This is the best run I've had so far. Fucking shit.
Enemy down.
Last one. Just need my main pilot to stay alive if I can. Got him.
NVA has built strong AA resistance in the area. We have to shut down their AA defenses to allow our bombers to drop their payload safely.
It says NVA, but they're dressed like VC. Doesn't make sense. Who's got bombs? Who's healthy? Let's go this guy. Going to it now, I think. There's one. Leave that one for now.
Dropping bomb. Bomb hit
He's
positive.
out.
Dropping bomb. Bomb hit positive. Dropping bomb. Bomb hit positive.
AA resistance has been eliminated. Let's burn the oil storage now.
Yeah, I think it means usually it's a mix of both like AA maneuverable guns and then the static batteries. Usually. Critical damage. Jesus, I don't know where's this guy then. But yeah, I think that's what they mean by. I assume that's what they mean by double defences anyway. Although it's the first time I've said it in the game, there's been a few occasions where they've had that type of defence. Mission complete. I'll take that. It's difficult, that. 4 runs. Pilots crash the shutdown 1. Following pilots are missing in action. Peter Moore. Strike was a success. About 90% of the oil bin has been lost tonight. Fantastic. Yeah, the game came out in 2013, and considering the graphics are pretty shit, to be honest.
I understand the situation must be really bad there. It was terrible to hear how your wingman was lost during that flight. We hear a lot of similar stories on the TV and radio, and we pray every day that God saves you from their bullets. I spoke to your mom yesterday evening on the phone. She sounds so tired. You should send her more letters. I don't think she is sleeping well. Now that Neil has nearly finished college, she's worried about what he'll do afterwards. We have new neighbors. Nice couple. He is leaving for Vietnam next week, so I'll have a kindred soul nearby. Well, take care, my darling. Kisses from Zoe and myself. Only yours, Lisa.
She's full of shit. It's the same letter every week. Alright, continue.
This mission is a retaliatory strike for the attack on USS Madras.
Bastard.
3 other squadrons are attacking other North Vietnamese targets. Our goals are the oil storage facilities in the provincial city of Vinh. Due to the nature of the target...
Oh, for fucking fuck. Mountain Blade Warband, it's one of these things, I've seen it on
enemy
YouTube,
oil storage facilities,
seen it on PC and things, but I've never personally played it, no, but it does look good. I know there's meant to be a brand new one out, I think, on PC, or something similar to Mountain Blade, but I was tempted to get it because it was, I think it was only like 15 quid, or £15, 50, it'll be similar in euros and dollars or wherever people are from, but yeah. No, I haven't played it, but it does look good.
Those sneaky Viet Cong have attacked Camp Holloway near Pleiku, killing 8 of our fellow pilots.
Is it quite a popular game? I don't know, because it's been out for a while. I don't know if it's, you know, is it online? Is it AI?
Has been approved by President
6 quid.
Johnson.
Fucking hell.
Our forces take off from USS Hancock and USS Coral Sea.
Yeah, is it online? Is
Our
it?
targets
No, is it?
are
Can you
the
do
barracks at Vit
like play of AI as well?
and the port at Dong Hoi, just north of the 17th parallel. Hit them hard and show no mercy.
I like this one. Let's go Crosshair. Looks the best as well. Both story and multiplayer. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, custom battles, yeah. It's helpful. Yeah, I'll have a look into it, actually. I'll have a look into it. Wait till payday and then, even though it's only 6 quid, I know, but things are tight.
Dong Hoi Port is protected by AA's. Shut down their defenses and our bombers will burn their port to the ground.
Positive, I just did a mission very similar to this. Yeah, I'll have a look. I think there's a game called, is it Mordau or some shite like that? And I've heard that. I think that looks similar to Mountain Blade, but I think it's basically like a Von version of Mountain Blade Warband, a bit more violent, a bit more gritty. but I haven't personally played it. Again, PC games, so it's don't currently have a PC as much as I'd like one. These fucking controls. I think it was a game like Mordu. I feel like it could be a console game if done right. You know, I think a lot of people would buy it. They miss a big market when they just go PC only or something really good. What's your thoughts on the new Verdun update anyway? Because I know people are a bit hit and miss with it. I haven't had a chance to read like had like a review thing in the making, and I was getting through it over Christmas, but there was a million issues with it, so I've had to sort of restart it, and I haven't had time to really sit down and focus on doing it yet. But some people love it, some people don't like it. Fucking controls. Fucked all again, my controls here. Objective complete. Fantastic.
Incoming MiGs. Engage.
What do you mean? Missile fucking locked it, it's not locked. Stupid fucking door.
I'm under fire!
Squad leader lost the mission. It's failure. Checkpoint, please.
One left.
Squad leader is lost. I'm missing some. I'm sure I'm playing as the fucking squad leader here. Stupid fucking thing. Let's checkpoint this. No, I am. Fuck on my squad leader being killed then. If he's so far away from the back, it's a game that really doesn't make much sense and it really pisses me off. I'm not sure how Joe Thompson's being killed when he's about 12 kilometres away from the battlefield. And by the time, if I did play as him, by the time I'd get there, the others would be dead. So it'd be me versus 6 or 7. I'll give it one more go, and then if not, I'll end it for tonight. I think. About 12, not 12 missions, about fucking. Got a fair few. So I think the tiger was just flying into you like fucking the Japs. Planes aren't the right planes for this. They really aren't. As the thunder chiefs in the middle. Yeah, I'll call it a night there, I think, because I think what I'll have to do is restart and get the different. I'll have to go for the thunder chief, I think, just because it's just not gonna work like this. They've got 400 rounds each as well, which doesn't help, and you're bombing an airfield which. You know, some of them it requires about 200 rounds to take half the shit out anyway. So, aye, I'll return to the menu and I'll continue that at some other point. A lot of issues, mind. There's a lot of issues. Graphically, controls as well. They're just a bit all over the place. Each plane has different ones as well. Bombing camera, helicopter 1, 2. So far, I mean, the story's not great either. I mean, it's very basic for a game that came out in 2013. Should be better, but I'll continue playing it and see how far I can go without screaming or raging. I'll call it a night there.